all these trips, and she's posting photos of them together on Facebook. Like, here's a picture of them and they're taking a selfie together. And here they are on a trip. I guess she took him to Washington, D.C. So, like, she's really attempting to make this work. But unfortunately, it's not working. Like, Collin just isn't adjusting well. He isn't doing well in school, he's failing his classes, he's playing way more video games than his mom is comfortable with. And one day, Collin is playing games instead of doing his homework, and Mom threatens to take his console away. And this really pisses Collin off. So he goes and he just beats the shit out of her. And so then the police come and bam, they arrest Collin for domestic violence. And ultimately, he's put on probation. But while on probation, he continues to live at his mom's house. And Collin is like 17 at this point. And Mom, to her credit again, she keeps trying her best to make this work. She keeps posting pictures of them on Facebook together, and they look happy in these photos next to each other. And when Collin graduates high school, Mom buys him a $26,000 car. Like, look at that car. But it seems to not matter, because no matter what she does, Collin just isn't happy. You already know what's coming. One day, Collin and his mom, they get into an argument. And they're arguing about chores or something, nothing too major. But Collin has had it with his mom. So he just runs away. And he drives over to his grandma's house, and he hangs out there to cool off. But soon enough, Mom shows up. And Collin, he really doesn't want to see her. So as soon as she gets there, they start arguing again. And this argument is much worse than the first time. And so they're outside and they're yelling at each other and they're making a whole scene, and things keep escalating. And suddenly, bam, Collin grabs his mom by her hair and he drags her by the hair into the house. And they're still screaming at each other. And that is when Collin grabs a big chef's knife from the kitchen and he holds his mom down and he stabs her. And this unalives her. And then he calls 911 and police get there and they question him, and he tells them that he and his mom were arguing and that she came at him with a knife and that then she fell on her own knife and unalived herself by accident. And pretty quickly, police are like, yeah, that's bullshit. And so, bam, they arrest Collin. Here's his mugshot. And ultimately, he's charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping, I guess because he dragged her into the house by her hair and held her there, so I guess that's kidnapping. And at this point in time, because of this second murder, they're actually looking into reopening his dad's case as well. Like, maybe his dad wasn't chasing him around the house with a knife. Like, maybe it wasn't self-defense. Regardless, this case hasn't gone to trial yet, so we'll see. Probably next year.